are on a killing spree. Double kill. Triple kill. Quadra kill. You are dominating.
So the legendary queue is now open, and that means only one thing. Hello there and welcome back to my channel. Today I've got another Zoe game for you guys, and this one is a little bit crazier than the previous one. So let's quickly go to it. About the runes, nothing have really changed. I still use this Gathering Storm Electrocute combination with a Nimbus Cloak, because it's Zoe. And also Lich Bane got a little bit buffed in the recent patch, because they fixed a bug when the bubbles from your second ability would not trigger on hit effects. Now it does trigger on hit effects, so Lich Bane is even better on Zoe now. I honestly don't know what much to say about it, it's just a really good item on Zoe, I build it every game.
You are on the mirrored side of the map. The lanes are swamped. Welcome to Wild Rift.
So recently I started to put my earliest ward at the enemy chickens camp, for a few reasons actually. First of all, it's a very valuable jungle camp to clear, because it takes almost no time, it's generally a lot easier to get in comparison to like Gromp or Krugs, which takes like forever to clear. So the enemy jungler is most of the time gonna clear the chickens, and that's when you spot him. Because after that he doesn't have much options. He would rather go to his blue buff or try to like invade our blue buff, and we will see it. Also, if he's something like a Rammus or Pantheon, if he goes for a level 2 gank, we will see it as well. We will not be surprised by that. So yeah, that's pretty much a great spot for your first ward. That's it about the vision game. Now one thing about the laning phase is, especially when you are ranged versus melee, before you go for a trade with your first ability, with your basic attacks, try to proc Electrocute. Before you do that, try to get one basic attack on the enemy, because they might have a bone plating, and it's crucial for you to get rid of it before you try to go for a combos. Like, it can completely nullify your damage. So try to give the enemy just a little boop to get rid of the bone plating, and also it's a Yasuo against us, and he has this shield that regenerates while he is moving, but it takes some time to regenerate, so you do have a window to poke him while he doesn't have a shield, and that is the moment when you want to strike with all of your abilities. If you get rid of his wind wall, it's like even better.
Enemy slain. Ally slain. You have slain an enemy.
And also take a look at what I'm doing here. The thing is, your first ability can be recasted. So while a lot of skill shots will be like literally shut down by Yasuo's ultimate, not ultimate, but the wind wall, your first ability can actually dodge the wall and go straight to Yasuo if you go for like some weird angle that works, right? Unfortunately, there is a Fiora in the Raptors camp, so yeah, I just died here. Was a little bit overextended. If not for Fiora, I would probably kill that Yasuo again, so that's unfortunate.
Ally slain.
So let's see what happens now. I'm going for the gank on top lane. Yeah, just a little bit of damage on the Alistar, trying to hit my abilities. And now this Jhin is like dead. There's no way he survived this. And Yasuo escaped on literally 1 HP. Why am I not surprised? Whatever. Now the first objective is spawning, and yeah, Fiora is a little bit annoying to deal with. She can just repost my Sleepy Trouble Bubble. Now let's see what happens there. I see Fiora low HP, I flash on her to extend the duration of my Q. I pick up everything that is lying on the ground basically. And yeah, just hit my stuff on the Jhin, pick up the boots, walk out of this of his trap. And now this Yasuo is chasing me, and this was so scary. I was not like I did not want to get close to Yasuo, but I did get a Quadra kill. Honestly, I did get it just because the Yasuo is literally brain dead. He used his E on me while I was back into my ultimate. Like, he could just use Q and he would literally shut me down. He would kill me, get like a big, I don't know, 500 gold or so. But yeah, he used his E. It was not very smart of him. But yeah, I did panic a little bit as well. I ulted to the turret because that's where I thought he would go and not to me directly. But that is a Quadra kill. My first Quadra kill on Zoe, by the way. So yeah, very proud of it. And like, you may say that it's just the beginning of this season. And in Legendary Queue there are people who are Diamond and like, not Emerald, but Diamond. So people are generally a little bit lower on the skill level than me. And that's true, okay? But the thing is, these people are gonna get Grandmaster eventually, because of the Fortitude system that we have. They basically need to spam games, and they will climb no matter what. It doesn't matter what win rate they have, system will boost them. That's why I generally think that Legendary Queue is a little bit better in that sense, because these players, they will not go like above the rank they are already in. I believe it's called something like Commander or whatever. The first one that everyone starts in when the Legendary Queue is opened. So yeah, I am gonna grind for a Challenger this season, but that's it. I'm not gonna continue climbing after that. I will just grind the Legendary Queue because I just think it's a little bit more competitive, a little bit more fair as well, because everyone is a solo queue player there. I honestly just think that Legendary Queue is a good thing for a game. Now let's see this fight, because there is something I want to show you about the bone plating. Right, I believe, yeah, there. Fiora is on me, but she does not deal a lot of damage to me. Even though she should. I saw some Fioras like one-shot some squishes, especially Zoe. Like, Zoe is the squishiest of all squishes, but she just cannot deal enough damage to me. And like, she realized that if she chased me down, she would get stunned, chain CC'd, and probably just die. So she gave up on that and retreated. And that's the power of bone plating. If something weird happens like that, you can always just soak up the damage from the first 3 abilities, and it just gives you enough time to react, to get to your team, to safety, or whatever. Now that's when the real fun begins. I don't have a Lich Bane yet, but I do have Rabadon's and Luden's Echo, the first 2 items. And just look at this Jhin. He was not hit by anybody else, he was literally full HP from base. I land my Sleepy Trouble Bubble on him. He does have a bone plating as well, but just look at the damage. He died in 1 second. My Q deals like 80% of his HP, and then I finished him off with my basic attack. That's basically what it takes for him to die. That's kind of insane, okay? And as a Jhin, you do need to build some protection against this. The Quicksilver will be fine, the, I believe, Knight's Edge it's called, the one thing that gives you a spell shield from the physical tab. This one will be good, Guardian Angel will be fine, but the spell shield is generally gonna be a great item against Zoe, because she relies heavily on her first ability to deal damage, and if you block it, I mean, Of course she will try to bop it before she go in, but still, it gives you a safety net that is gonna protect you against some more unexpected engages, let's say. So yeah, now I'm just roaming the map, getting some free kills. It's really easy on Zoe and you are very safe with your ultimate. But you see that this game is not that one-sided as it seems. Like, we are 22 in 19, it's pretty even score. So yeah, it's a little bit to be concerned. Now, a little bit about the build. Right now I'm going for the Crystalline Reflector, and I'm not going for Infinity Orb. Even though everyone says that this is a great item on Zoe, like it gives you a ton of damage. And yeah, I get it, okay? It gives you a lot of damage. But the thing is, I don't need that much more damage, okay? I do have my Lich Bane, I do have my Rabadons, I just don't need any more damage items. I still one-shot their squishes, the Jhin, the... What does they have? Lux? No, we have Lux. I don't know what else they have squishy enough, but okay. And I don't need to one-shot bruisers or tanks as well. That's just not my job, okay? One thing I do need to do is survive their engages on me. One way for me to lose this game is if I die to something like Yasuo's engage, like Camille's cage, alright? And to actually survive Yasuo's engage, I do need some armor, I do need some protection against, like, basically full attack damage composition. They have Camille, Jhin, and Yasuo. And yeah, also Fiora, they have Fiora as well. So they are basically full AD. You are pretty much trolling if you're not going for Crystalline Reflector this game. And you will see soon enough why. Now that is the moment I'm talking about. I was caught by Yasuo's ultimate and I was literally spamming everything that was lying on the ground. I used 2 Prota Belts, 1 mine, 1 I believe Fiora's, the Gargoyle enchant for some shielding. They were flashing for me, but I escaped at like 10 HP. Holy and I even came back to get a kill on that Alistar. Holy god, that was so good. And all of that happened because I was building the Crystalline Reflector. I was having that additional 20 armor, and that literally saved my ass here. And honestly, not much happened after that. We got the last dragon, we gave them a fight, we won that fight, and then just pushed the top lane for the victory. So yeah, that's it. That's the game. I hope you liked it. I definitely did like it. And I'll see you all in the next video. Bye!
Victory!